Now, the latest on the food crisis created in part by the war in Ukraine. Russia's military says it has withdrawn from an island off Ukraine's coast as a goodwill gesture to allow Ukraine to export its grain. That could be a godsend for millions of Africans who depend on food exports from Europe and are now on the brink of starvation. Debora Patta visited one of the hardest hit regions in South Sudan.
The first rains in 18 months are cause for celebration. But don't be fooled by the greenery. This village is drought-stricken. Nachapara Lumuria once lived off this land.
It's so dry, hey?
Now nothing grows in this parched earth. Her mother starved to death last year. She's convinced she's next. If the food stops coming, she says, you won't find me alive next time you visit. The World Food Programme was her only lifeline. That's now been severed. I'm terrified, she says. Please keep giving us food. Acting Country Director Adayinka Badejo says they've had to suspend aid to nearly 2 million people because of rising fuel and food costs following the war in Ukraine.
We're having to take from the hungry to feed the starving. If you are surviving on 1 meal a day, and even that one meal is no longer there, then you are facing famine.
There is a market, but it takes a day for locals to get there, and grain is in short supply. Russia's invasion has vastly reduced Ukraine's ability to ship vital supplies to Africa.
This market couldn't be further away from Ukraine, and yet Vladimir Putin's Black Sea blockade has had a direct impact on the cost of food here, which has risen by nearly 100%.
High school teacher Sophie Valentino is feeling the pinch.
My main message to the world is to stop unnecessary wars, so that when there is peace, the UN will be able to focus and buy the food and supply to the needy countries.
Her salary doesn't go far these days.
The prices have doubled. Wow.
Nachapara can't even afford to clothe 2 of her naked children. Her final bag of aid will last barely 2 weeks. We just need food, she keeps saying. You must help us. Tell them we are starving. For CBS Mornings, Debora Patta, Kapoeta, South Sudan.